It's another baking video with ham and jam. I'm Jam. He's ham. Oh, he said it. He said it in time with me. This is a song, and now we're gonna go into the kitchen. You should follow me.
Turn that light off. It's nearly midnight. Turn the light off. Turn the light off. We don't want to waste electricity. Today we are making a Victoria sponge cake. It is a staple that we have not covered yet. People were throwing out Victoria sponge cakes left, right, and centre back in the day, and then they found out about other cakes, and they're like, "Damn, we've been missing out."
Yeah, like cakes have only existed since Queen Victoria's time.
Yeah, so the Victoria cake is a staple.
We are using the one-stage sandwich cake. But we're doubling all the recipe because we're using larger cake tins and therefore need more mixture.
Which therefore means we'll have to cook it for longer.
Or at the same temperature rather than reducing it for a fan oven.
Yeah.
So, once you finish washing your handy pegs, your little handy pegs.
You got a problem with me washing my hands?
No, I think it's good. It's excellent hygiene.
It is, especially when this water is boiling. Oh my god.
Shouldn't be boiling. I ran the cold like to get a drink a minute ago.
James, it was like washing my hand in lava.
Some hot water. It melted his hands.
It's nothing but bone.
There's an eyelash on your glasses.
Oh, good for you.
Can I make a wish?
No.
Oh.
This is my wish. And I wish you'd get rid of this eyelash.
Oh. Your wish came true.
Ah, see? Wishes do happen. Right, so.
Right,
the only thing we don't have is the soft margarine.
Are we using butter?
Mum said there's a soft margarine. The stalk.
Right, so why are you saying we don't have? Oh, not
on the table.
Right, okay. So, do you see how that's confusing?
No, you're confused half the time anyway.
The secret to light and fluffy cakes.
I'll be the
stalk.
I'll be the decider of that.
The secret ingredient of great bakers. Well, clearly not secret enough.
Wait, is it my turn to wear this?
Yes.
Is it? What did we do last week?
We did the almond shorties.
Oh yeah, and you wore it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I wore it.
Yeah.
Why are we getting confused? We've started now, it's too late.
Aww.
Anyway.
I was just saying, just testing you. Which means...
Don't test my short-term memory.
Which means we're going for 200 grams of self-raising flour. We're going for 10 millilitres of baking powder, which is 1 tablespoon. 100 grams of... Well, 200 grams of soft margarine. And 200 grams of caster sugar. And 4 eggs.
Yeah. And this is jam.
Oh yeah, just jam.
That's for the sandwiching bit.
Yeah, lemon curd would be an interesting bit.
Yeah, well, I mean that's just a lemon sponge cake.
Yeah, so
it's just instead of apple.
We've been told to grease and lay and baseline 2 tins.
Shit. What?
Grease and baseline 2 tins. You can do that while I do the measuring.
They're being greased.
Have they been greased?
They've been lined.
That doesn't mean they've been greased.
Why do I need to grease them?
Surely you grease the side to make sure it come out easy. Okay. Yes, that's good English.
That's true.
Sure, you grease side to make them come out easy.
Regular butter for that, or shall I use the stalk?
You could use the stalk.
I'll use the stalk.
But it's margarine, so it might not be as slippy. I don't know about margarine. Don't know about Marjorie.
It's from Wikipedia.
Yes, so...
We'll try it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, you know?
Sift the flour into a large bowl. Well, we don't do that. We always measure accurately. Those are my work shoes. Look at those.
I mean, you could literally do it into...
I could do that, but once one is in there, I don't want to get the other one in there. Also, it says sieve.
Yeah, well, I'll get you a sieve.
Oh,
it's almost like they can do multiple things.
It's almost like James is a smarticus. People looked at Spartacus and it was like, we don't want him, we want jam.
See, look at that, and it sits over the thing.
Look at James showing off. Look at James showing off. Look at James showing off.
Thought about this.
Showing off. It's popping off. Right, 200 grams.
I tried to human.
200 grams. Yes, you tried to human. 200 grams.
Right, it's got lining on the bottom, so I'm not going to grease the bottom, am I? Or would you suggest I do anything?
You can do what you want. I would apply.
Okay.
I would apply a liberal amount of grease to anything.
Cool. Greasing up the cake tins. Buttering them up.
I may fail here. We may have a problem.
Sorry, what? What did you call it?
Don't tell me it's only 10 grams of... Yes, no, that's fine. Right, okay. It's fine, I can math.
Can you? Can you really? Greasing it up.
James is greasing it up. He's greasing it good. He's making it loved. Right, so I'm going to finish sieving the rest of this flour. What is that?
What is what?
That.
It looks like dried on flour.
Isn't it? Do we need a sieve still?
Have you...
And the baking powder, okay. I can do that.
It just looks like a bit of flour.
Is this baking powder? No, it's vanilla bean paste. Why do I need bean paste?
I don't know, Graham. I don't know. I can get you the baking powder or baking soda?
Baking powder. Why have I got vanilla bean paste?
It's an interesting world, Ham. It's an interesting world.
It's asking for how much of this? 1 level TSP. Is that tablespoon?
See, I asked this the other week and you're like, oh, it's so easy. TSP is teaspoon. Because TB is tablespoon.
So I need two of these bad boys.
I can't believe you've done this.
There you go. There's 2. That's done. That's the boy. You just sieve that in. Just sieve that in. Just sort of wangle that around a little bit. I just realised this can go back in cupboard because we're not needing that. Do you all sieve the eggs, James?
No, I don't want to sieve the eggs. I was wondering whether you were asking a legitimate question or not. I was thinking to myself...
I've just realised I might need that bowl.
Someone hasn't read the recipe.
It's fine. I'm fine.
It's not me here getting my hands all greasy.
Yeah, you get your hands greasy. You don't need any more, do you?
I need a little bit more.
Why? That's perfectly greased.
No, because one part of the curvature isn't.
Oh, one part of the curvature. Beat in the margarine, sugar and eggs.
Oh, fuck.
Don't drop the boy.
It's definitely slippy. Oh, shit.
100 grams. I need 200 grams of this bad boy.
It's like my new bracelet.
Not a good bracelet, James.
Who are you, the fashion police?
No, the functionality, please.
When did you get that job?
It's like my job anyway.
Does this function as a banana?
Does this function as produce? Yes. Then it can stay on shelf. We are gonna go through some margarine today.
Ooh. That's what he's hoping for.
What? Yes.
Look, how many grams are you putting in?
It says 200.
You mean it says 100 and we've doubled it to
Yeah.
200? Okay. Just making sure.
No, 400 grams of butter.
4.
I won't cause heart attacks, baby.
Would you like some cake with that butter?
Deep fried cake. You made a funny noise just then with your hands.
What are you doing?
Trying to get it in.
Oh. Struggling. What are you sitting at? Not enough. There you go. Spot on, my lad. Can I go back in the fridge-a-macaulays?
Yep, there you go.
Fridge-a-macaulay?
Careful, he's got a fridge and call it. Do I need the knife anymore? Are we going to use the knife for the eggs? No.
No.
Right, sugar. It just says caster sugar. So it says beat in the caster sugar.
Beat in the caster sugar.
Caster sugar. How much caster sugar do we need?
It says beaten margarine sugar.
Yes, but how much is the recipe saying we need?
Oh, sugar.
200 grams of sugar.
200 grams, yeah. $167, 186, 192, 3, 4, 8, 99, 200. Good job.
And 4 eggs.
Are you doing the eggs as well?
I feel you should get involved in on this boy.
Okay. So 4 eggs. Why is there a spoon?
Because I used it for the baking powder and I didn't know if we needed it in again.
Okay. Can you move out the way of the bin?
Look at him go, cracking the eggs like a boss.
Am I? Don't think I... No, I didn't do it enough. Ugh.
It's alright. Sometimes you just need a bit of a good thumb.
Well, the problem is, you need to do... Last time I basically smashed
you
it on
did.
the counter. See, that's better. My technique's slightly lacking.
Get better egg technique, boy.
I'll try. See, that is the
I'm just mimicking the noise an egg makes.
Sounds like how Dad used to be when he was got phlegm.
Or a duck.
Or a duck, yes.
An insanely rambunctious duck.
I don't know.
Where's our baking spoon?
That's the baking spoon. Technically, that's the cooking spoon.
It is. This one?
The other one.
This one.
No, where's the other one?
This one?
That one. Yeah, that one. That's the one. It's the spoon. That's the one. Nice.
I got just told to beat them in, so I guess we just gotta.
You've got to try and get the butter. Well, margarine, sorry.
It's quite soft, so it should just.
It's because it's got 4 eggs in it.
No, I mean the butter, the margarine.
It's quite a large ratio, isn't it? Every time I say ratio, I think of Horatio. I think of the guy in
Horatio Nelson.
No, not Horatio Nelson. I think of the other guy in Miami CSI or whatever.
Oh, the guy who's just like
the old meme.
This man has been decapitated. His head was put on a silver platter.
He lost his head.
Yeah. This man's head has been put on a silver platter. Looks like he got served. Yeah.
Graham's mixing the batter.
You gotta
Graham
beat
mixing
it
the
together.
batter. We're gonna eat all of the cake. Gonna make our bellies
ache.
No, I was gonna say fatter.
That doesn't rhyme.
But it rhymed with the other bit I was
No, it
saying.
didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
Graham, crushing my self-esteem.
You don't have self-esteem.
Graham, sometimes you're really mean. Baking that cake.
People have said before that we have too much of we love each other too much.
We have too much fun.
Well, no, not the fun bit. It's the brotherliness of it. It's the we're too brotherly. We're too.
Oh, we're too much related.
Not that, but you know what I mean.
You're gonna get butter on your shirt.
It's going in the wash. It's fine.
Graham mixing it, oh yeah. Graham is mixing it, oh yeah.
I would have argued maybe we should have creamed the butter.
Cream the butter, cream the butter. Graham likes to cream the butter.
Glad you finished that sentence.
Do you want me to take over?
It's one of those things where
Turbo gave the tip the other week that you should use your wrist more.
Thing is, the wrist isn't crushing things. Crush.
Can I have a go?
Yes, you can have a go.
Cool.
Maybe we need lumps of butter.
Said no baker. Like the first baker was like, "What? I wonder what happens," and then it turned out, and they were like, "Oh God, never again."
I'm sorry.
I mean, you did all the hard work.
I did.
Pretty much.
The recipe just says to beat it in, then divide evenly,
Between the two.
then turn out and then sift flour, baking powder into a large bowl, beat the margarine. Divide the mixture evenly between the 2 tins, turn out and cool on a wire rack. When cool, sandwich with jam or lemon curd.
Right, well, there's still lumps, so I need to do a little bit more.
I think it's quite good.
Hmm?
I think it's quite good. Look at that, look at that. Look what you can achieve with the sweat of your brow. It's just the noise that I don't like.
It was like slow look at me like.
You're just
What
really
you
getting
doing?
into. You're just really getting into it, like.
That's how you know you're really getting into it. It doesn't make that sound. Have you really done anything?
You happy? That seems sufficiently. Seems sufficient.
Oh, you mean with the cake? It's still no.
It seems sufficiently creamed.
There's definitely still some pockets of margarine.
Resistance.
Some pockets of resistance.
Let's just hope we're not in a Princess Leia and Luke Skywalker situation where it's just like, we're going to save the day, and then the entire thing just turns into a blob of margarine.
Alderaan problems.
Alderaan problems? Are you saying we have Alderaan problems?
Alderaan is the one that gets blown up.
Yes,
Right? Yeah.
it explodes.
Well, not spontaneously. It gets blown up by the death.
And explodes.
It doesn't just go, done being a planet.
I would love a planet that just went, you know what, I'm done.
I want to be a star.
You're gonna be a star, kid. You're gonna be a star.
I think it's just fine proof that my brother makes a fine cream.
Oh, you can finish now. Don't say that. Don't say that on the internet.
You make a fine cream, James. Look, it's so creamy.
But as I said, you did all the hard work. It's probably done, to be honest. My shoulder's hurting, which probably means I'm not using my wrist enough, but I'm finding that my wrist, if I try and use my wrist, it's too floppy.
That's why you've got to build up the wrist muscles.
I know, 30 years and I haven't built up my wrist muscles.
You think you would?
Ridiculous. What are you implying? I didn't get one of those power balls or whatever.
Yeah, you didn't get one of those things that you could use to train the wrist.
I had nothing else.
No, I would never imply other things. Ever.
I feel like I'm doing this more.
Like Igor.
Igor,
Igor, is it ready?
I'd say that's pretty smooth.
Okay, I say we get the tins. I say we get the 2 tins.
Not quite 100%, but those pockets of resistance won't put up much of a fight.
Because they're quite small.
Are they tiny pockets of resistance, James?
I mean, you can see little bits.
Yeah, I say
It's
we
up to
just.
you.
I say we just go.
Just go!
I say we just proper pour it. It's got to be evenly.
Alright, okay. Alright, and now some of the other one.
What are you doing?
Just like levelling it off. Like a good plasterer. So it says to put it in the oven for 25 to 35 minutes. We're going to put it in for, I think, 30 and then check it. How does it say that you actually check that it's done?
It doesn't.
It says they are well risen, firm to touch, and beginning to shrink away from the sides of the tin.
Oh, it does too.
It doesn't tell you. Says the man that didn't read the recipe. Do we need to move it around in the tin, or do we just...
I say we should, maybe.
I think that one might need a bit more. Oh, good catch.
Trying to get it out, but it's like it just sort of. What?
Freezing. Ruined. We have to throw the whole cooker away now.
Ruined.
The whole cooker has to go in the bin. Unbelievable mess. He's getting his cream everywhere.
This is your cream, you beat it.
Ooh. Innuendo Central tonight.
If you want to get more out, we can
Choo-choo,
try.
all aboard the jam train. I mean, do you want me to give a little?
Just get in there. I've never seen a man shake his bake so well.
Shake and bake. Alright.
Do you want me to?
Let's see if I can do it just with
okay.
physics alone.
I'm a fan of the noises.
There you are. Now what we're not sure on is if this is actually going to fit on one shelf. So they're going to have to go like diagonally like that, aren't they?
And they're not going to be... You've got to be really careful.
Is that going to fit? Alright.
They look like they'll fit. They'll go in.
Here we go.
Just be gentle with the approach.
Be gentle with you.
Yeah, because you're going to maybe potentially knock them off the tray otherwise. If we have to, we'll pull them out individually.
No, that's fine. They're not quite level, are they? But they
I'm interested to see what uneven, like, because you potentially make like a weird diagonal pattern.
I mean, we're not going for visual perfection.
I don't know what you're talking about. I always go for visual
taste.
perfection.
Taste. Right, so we're going to be coming back in what, half an hour?
Coming back in.
So 4 minutes past midnight.
We're going to come back.
Yeah, and finish baking.
I'm going to have a bath.
Cool.
Toodles for now. Is it time to remove the cake?
Well,
The least happy jazz hands I've ever seen. Just. I'm fine because we're removing it.
they've ended up being in for probably about 10 minutes more. This is one tricksy maneuver. That one's definitely done. I'm not sure about, I mean,
I would imagine it's done. It's starting to crisp up on the sides. And it is peeling away, but if you look, it's bubbled. It's bubbled.
if you say so.
I reckon it's going to be delicious.
Do you want to do like a knife test?
Can do a knife test.
We'll start with this one. A little bit moisture, but nothing cray-cray.
Considering I don't think I'm meant to stick a knife through them.
It's fine. That feels the same.
Then we're good.
And a nice little crisp. So the next step is to let that cool. So you turn out, cool on a wire rack. When cool, you sandwich with jam or lemon curd. So we now have to let it cool. That's the next step, is to let these cool. So
Could do that overnight.
yeah, so do you want to finish this off tomorrow morning?
We're going to have to.
Oh.
Which means you're going to have to get me up at 9.
Why 9?
Because it gives you just plenty of time to do it.
Cool. What should we cover them with? Just a bit of tissue for now?
Do we not have the...
Oh, we've got the thing, I don't know, we've got. The only problem is it's still got that tray, so what we'll do is if you hold this, sir, the cake tent.
The cake tent?
Yeah, they're going to go camping.
Might become a human tent.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to push that out like that. I'm going to push this one out like that. Pop that there for now. Does it cover both? Yes it does. Good. Right, so we will let this cool. I don't think we'll bother. I might turn them out tonight in an hour or so. Turn them out and then cover them, and then we'll do that.
That works.
Or I might put them in the cake.
Oh yeah, you could do that if you turn them out.
Cake then, so they don't start going. What's it called it already? Shit. Everything in this drawer and all of these drawers wants to.
Those drawers are mercilessly stuffed. Yes.
Right, well.
We'll leave those, and we'll see you when out there will be visible and not the inky abyss of night.
Visible?
Visible.
Are we sure we want to allow that? That glimpse to the outside world. Got to keep them in the YouTube bubble.
Oh. But all the other cooking shows have like a garden. It's
they're
very
not
pretty.
real.
The cooking shows aren't real, James? Are you implying to me they do not
This
cook
is the
food?
only realistic cooking show that shows the anxiety.
The anxiety and the incompetence of true baking.
Yes.
But yes, I say we leave things there. We shall see you. We'll see you.
We'll see you tomorrow morning.
We'll see you.
Me.
But tomorrow. Okay. Toadpit. It's doing the dance.
Graham, look, it's what you said, it's true.
It's daytime.
It is daytime.
Oh. Cake.
They have been tipped out. They were tipped out by Mother because Mother needed to make porridge cake. Can you see the porridge cake? Show the porridge cake.
They've seen the porridge cake. It's right there.
Yeah, but not in like person. Or, you know, close up or whatever.
Okay, we can do a close up. I can introduce them. But viewers, this is porridge cake. He likes long walks on the beach, and they also enjoy fine wine and dining at the Ritz.
Cool. Why are you being in the way?
Why are you being in the way?
Why are you being in the why are you a being?
Why do you be?
I guess that's the best way of doing it. I'm not very happy with, I don't know how this happened. I think what happened is this must have been the one that, because basically to make it fit, the tins fit inside each other, and I didn't want it overnight to be crushing the other one. So I turned it upside down, so the rims of the thing were touching each other.
Right.
The rims were touching.
Yeah.
So that it wouldn't crush it, but this top has probably got stuck to the other bit on the bottom.
Probably.
I should probably put some baking sheet in between. But the cake looks good.
I've got a little cake window.
Tastes like cake.
It's a little cake window. There you go.
So, what jam are we going to use?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Let's see what we have. We have black
I'm not
cherry.
sure.
We have orange marmalade.
Were we told, were we informed of any particular one we should be using?
You can't see anything else in there, but there might be some in the cupboard.
Can you see? What do you have? I see.
There appears to be some strawberry. There's Bramley applesauce.
That's not something you put between.
It is. You have apple in.
You don't put Bramley applesauce. That's different. That's not a jam.
There's another black cherry.
It's not a jam.
So what do you want?
Let's do the black cherry. Let's do the cherry then. surely.
Cherry.
Be a bit
Are
tasty.
you gonna do the spreading?
I can do. Will you remove the baking sheet layer that is left?
It's like, you know those rice papers you get on like cupcakes?
The rice paper and there's those biscuits that have chocolate drizzle and it's coconutty and it comes with the edible paper.
Yes. They've got, I think they're called coconut, they're like coconut somethings. Can't remember the name of them, unfortunately.
How thick of a layer do you want? Just how thick of a layer do you want? Did you say we had another one of these in the
It
cupboard?
said 4 teaspoons or something. Tablespoons, sorry. 4 tablespoons. But it needs a solid amount, doesn't it, really?
Realistically, yes. How about you fly?
Graham, how comes with your cherries?
Well, yeah, it's
Spreading your cherries.
a bit difficult to. Are you being promiscuous?
No. Do you know what promiscuous means?
No.
Well then.
Are you being rambunctious?
I am, yes. It does happen occasionally.
I feel bad. We're gonna go through this entire jar of jam.
That's fine, there's another one in there. You can throw that one away and Mum will never know. I mean, she knew that we were baking, so it's fine.
I don't know.
I can replace the jam.
You're gonna just sit in the cupboard, like the fridge door, just like hi.
Aha!
Oh howdy ho.
Why don't you try me on toast? I'm delicious.
That's something that would be very creepy. Was if food spoke to you.
Yeah.
Try me on toast. How about in a Victoria sandwich?
I would say that's a pretty good layering of jam.
I feel like this area is pretty weak compared to that area. Fucking hell, Ham. First he was having trouble spreading his cherries, now he's not even getting on the cake.
Listen, I'm trying.
Shall I just whack it on?
Yeah, I think we're
Do you want to like
pretty good.
scoop? Or shall we just tear? Or just leave it? So it's not going to look the most amazing.
But it probably tastes pretty good. It tastes pretty good.
Did you throw away the knife that you could use to cut up these?
Yes, because I'm an idiot.
Good job, Ham. Good job. Time to get all up in that Victoria.
Just use the
sponge.
plate. Just use the plate. Just get in there.
Like a blunt pizza cutter.
Well, how else would you use a plate?
To
Like a very flat.
as a portable shelf for food items.
I just want a thin slice. Just want a sliver.
You're gonna have it thick and you'll like it.
Okay.
You'll probably isn't like that.
Yeah.
He's just had breakfast. He doesn't want to ruin his appetite for the day.
I mean,
He
I'm
doesn't want
all.
to start with something so good. Look at that, Graham. A little bit of cherry is making its way. I'm going to do the same. I'm not going to have too
Ooh.
much.
I'm gonna go over here. We're getting a fork.
Forking out. Oh, that looks. I've already tasted a bit, so I know it tastes pretty good.
Mmm.
That's a of a man that's having a good cake.
That is pretty. That's pretty good.
I feel like we didn't overdo it in the oven.
We didn't overdo it.
How we stored it could have been improved to
Yeah.
improve the
and how we the levelness of it in the baking stage, because it came out.
I remember Mum telling me. I remember Mother.
Careful when you spread your cherries.
No, and yes, but also obviously we had to keep it overnight, and she was saying that it could get dry. I think it's got a little bit dry, but I think the jam is alleviating some of that.
Why is it dry?
Because the air got to it.
But it was in that. What's the one having a cake box that doesn't stop the air? It's preposterous, ridiculous, absurd. Crazy. Not fit for purpose.
But I would say that pretty high on the list of things we've done.
Really?
Yeah.
It's very simple compared to like the other things we've done though.
That might be why it's so good. Less chance of
We're
us
good at
screwing it up.
We're good at simple. We should say the recipe is from Good Housekeeping Cookery book, which was completely revised at some point. I don't know if this is still in print or if there's a new version, but this I imagine is pretty old.
It's pretty old.
It's not a comment on Mum, it's just when she got it.
Pretty old.
The book.
Yeah. I'm gonna make Mum watch this now.
I'll be like, Mum, watch this video. It makes me feel so good. Hee 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 hee. Right. What are we making next week?
I don't know. Maybe something more complex.
Conspiracy theory.
What? What do you mean?
We're going to bake a conspiracy theory, something really complex. Multiple layers. Oh, it's a package. It's a package for Mother.
Right, well, on that note.
We'll be baking something complex next week. If we don't, it's Graham's fault.
Okay.
I've got to take Graham to work soon.
Holiday's over. Or as some of you would say,
Holiday's
vacation.
over. Lockdown is over. What, sort of?
Yes. I shall see you later, and he will see you later.
Oh yeah.
To the pit.
I will.
To the
They
pit.
won't see me, but I'll see them.